Hey everyone, welcome to the FundMyCause, the official FundMyCause launch. I have a couple guests with me, Ryan Connolly and Jim Watts. I'm up here in Canada. My name is Daniel Butts. I'm in Canada and Ryan's down in the States, and Jim is from Belgium, but he's in the UK right now, so we're totally global right now. Listen, I'm really excited about this. I want to welcome you. Thanks for coming. There's a chat on here. So if you have questions, you can just post them in the chat and we'll definitely answer those questions. I'm super excited. A month ago today, October 30th, we went into what's called like a beta launch. We went into a beta launch for 1 week. And that's where we brought on people and we told them they were guinea pigs. We said, there's going to be all kinds of things going wrong here. You guys are the guinea pigs and you're going to help us figure out exactly what's going wrong so we can fix everything. And that's what happened in the beginning. Lots of things went wrong in that 7 days and we got everything fixed and figured things out. And then we spent another 3 weeks in pre-launch. So we were getting tools together. We were designing videos and creating marketing tools so people to make it easy for people to get the word out. And to be honest, we had a plan, we had a vision, we had a plan of having 200 members for this day, today, for the launch. And I'm really excited. We have over 1,300 members already. We're growing at like 100 a day. So this is way beyond our expectations. It's super cool. It's really exciting. And we're called FundMyCause, and we're a combination. I'm going to get into a presentation. I'm going to share my screen and get into a presentation. But before I do that, I'm going to be talking to Ryan Connolly first, and we're going to be talking about something called Bitcoin. Now, you may have heard of Bitcoin, or you may have been like me a year ago and really skeptical about it. When I first hear about things, I get really skeptical, and that gets me to research things, and it really helps out a lot. So this is FundMyCause is like where Bitcoin meets crowdfunding. These are two really new concepts. So first, to start this off, let's get a bit of an education on Bitcoin. So I'm going to introduce Ryan Connolly. He's from the United States. He's like a guru in cryptocurrency. He's been using Bitcoin, using all kinds of cryptocurrency, but we're going to be talking about that coin that he just showed, Bitcoin right there. So, hey, welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the Hangout. We can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. You got to unmute.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Okay. Good.
Hear you perfect.
Good. I just want to say thank you for having me, and I really appreciate it. I was just thinking as you were talking about that, about how we've been burned so many times in the past in life in general, just outside even of network marketing. So, but there's got to be those solid things that really exist out there. Like, I mean, I'm skeptical about people. We're all skeptical about people that come in our lives and, hey, there's Daniel Butts, and he seems like a really nice guy, but we look into their Facebook profile and, oh, he looks out to be a nice guy. We hear about Bitcoin, digital currency, and we see all the what's happened over the last few years, and start to check out. People become awakened. Oh, it makes sense. Let's go ahead and be friends with Daniel. It makes sense to embrace Bitcoin, and that's what I saw about FundMyCause also. Because as we were talking on the phone before we launched this, I'm going to get to what Bitcoin is all about and stuff, but I just want to say again, this is one more thing. It's about integrity. It's about working with some things working with things that work. And so I told you, Daniel, as you decided to launch this, I said, now there's a lot of Bitcoin opportunities going on out there. There's a lot of people. This is a massive trend. People are getting into it, trying to find ways to leverage their Bitcoin and make the most, get a good return out there with something being a Ponzi scheme. And, peer-to-peer is a massive trend as well. And I think all these opportunities do a really good job about just getting Bitcoin out to the world, because one thing about cryptocurrency is the more that the world uses it, embraces it, no matter how it gets out there, the price of the coin is going to go up. So I think we really could see this digital currency achieve a price of about $2,000. I like to be safe with my numbers. Let's say that's in a year and a half from now or something like that. But I think we need to take some responsibility about that ourselves once we're aware of this great technology and embrace it and use it. and get it out there every single day. You know, I bought a Mercedes Benz with it using my Shift Visa card right here. You know, straight from Coinbase. I live off of cryptocurrency 100%. I don't work with dead president fiat systems. So, you know what Bitcoin is it's a digital money, and it's been around for 7 years now, and this currency is getting extremely popular. And you know, we need to look at trends out there, and we need to see what's working out there, and what has the upswing potential that could propel us into having that waterfront house or something like that. It comes down to timing in life and certain opportunities. And when we're dealing with a banking cartel worth hundreds of trillions of dollars here, and all we're doing is tapping into that and taking some of that money back and spreading out to the world and stuff. I mean, this is, talk about a hashtag no-brainer right there, right? Like, it's humongous opportunity. And so whether it's FundMyCause or whatever, but that's the focus of this call right now at Bitcoin. But you guys, Bitcoin is a currency that's going to change absolutely everything in the world and create abundance for us all. And you know, there's no reason for people to die of hunger or lack of shelter in this day and age right now. We are seeing a freedom movement break free, you know, at the politics standpoint. And every day, I always say that Bitcoin is like voting. We have, where we spend our money is where we're voting. What companies we spend our money with is how we're voting. With what kind of currency is how we're voting. I use Bitcoin. So I mine Bitcoin, and that's one way of getting Bitcoin. Then also, obviously, through FundMyCause, this is a great way to achieve a lot of Bitcoin and help be part of a company out there to help get Bitcoin out to the world, because that's what we're trying to do right now. So what they're saying is, with right now, Bitcoin's about $735, I believe, roughly today, $738, $740, I bet. And the thing about it is if 1% of the world is using Bitcoin, this coin has so much potential. I mean, we're going to see it just, you know, hit $10,000 plus a coin and stuff. So, you know, a lot of us don't have retirements out there. They've been drained. A lot of us are getting out of school right now, high school, college, that don't have an idea what we want to do in the world because there's lack of jobs. But this is one thing I will say. When I came across Andreas Anopoulos, he's a Bitcoin guru, back in the day, he said Bitcoin it was an island of hope where thousands and thousands of jobs were going to be made. You know what? That was very underestimated, because I know there is millions of people in the cryptocurrency space online right now, you know, taking part of these companies. And so when he said that, I looked for 2 years basically for that opportunity out there. You know, how would I work from home, and how do we tap into Bitcoin? Because I don't want to be a stay-at-home dad. So this is going to give you guys that power when you're your own banking system. You know, being part of Bitcoin, it's so big, everyone. So, you know, take part and help us spread the word of Bitcoin.
Okay, so I have a question. So you were saying Bitcoin, you showed us a physical coin, and you talked about currency. When I think of currency, I think of like US dollar, I think of Canadian dollar, and different dollars, Mexican pesos and pounds and stuff like that. He's showing off all these cool things, all these Bitcoin things. You have a physical coin there. Can that be used
I do business. I have them scan my tattoos. What I do, actually.
Oh, cool! Yeah, right on. So, I mean, you're saying Bitcoin is a currency. Is it a currency just like the American dollar or Canadian dollar, or what is it?
No. So Bitcoin is it's a finite money supply. Basically, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins, and this is just a visual, because a lot of times people nowadays have to be able to. What I've learned is they need to make the mentality jump from physical to virtual. I like my wealth as light as my Nike Airs. You know, like I like it weighing like nothing. I don't have to worry about bringing around gold, you know, and hiding it and stuff is what I say. But since it's a finite money supply, it's going up in value the more people use it, instead of, you know, the Fed coming out and printing a whole bunch of, you know, these dead presidents, as we call them, you know, hashtag dead presidents. You know, the money is going down in value. I mean, the US dollar, you know, it is down 97% since like 1915 or whatever it is. You know, these money is worth nothing right now. So, you know, the very smart individuals, the Warren Buffetts, you know, they say that the fiat money is done. You know, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, all these guys are endorsing Bitcoin right now and other cryptos.
So how long has Bitcoin been around?
It's been around 7 years right now, and it just goes to show no matter how good something is in life, it can really, I don't care if it's the cure for cancer or AIDS or anything like that, or free energy tomorrow. It's amazing that these messages take so long to get around the globe. So I think this is the year with all the opportunities that we have out there, including with such things as FundMyCause, that's going to take this and really, we're at that thing where it's just like this, and it's just going to be like this. We hear about that all the time, but this is like this on steroids, rocket boost, not, boom.
So we're at the beginning of basically a new wave, this Bitcoin wave, where it could go mainstream.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out, honestly, when I think about, you talk about wave, you kind of look at what's behind you and what's about to come and how we're going to capitalize on in these ways and stuff like that. And how, Bitcoin, the system itself, it's such a system where people want to collaborate, not really, the old way was kind of like, take the other guy down and, take their database of people and, make a product cheaper or something like that. But these technologies really even out the playing field and redistribute the money across the globally more among the people. So it's going to be amazing.
So right now, me and most people are used to using fiat money, what we call like US dollars and Canadian dollars, paper money, basically, right? Or up here, it's like plastic. But we're used to using that kind of money, and we just go to the store, give them money. Or now we usually use cards, actually. Most people don't even carry around cash anymore. We use like debit cards and credit cards to pay for stuff. And how much different is Bitcoin? Like, how do I buy stuff with Bitcoin?
Yeah, don't forget food stamps either, too. People are carrying those too. But that right there is a symptom about the fiat system being broken right there. So the Band-Aid's nice and temporary for these people, but I think what we need to do is we have to really look at where the system is today. So many people are asking for the handouts because the system is broken. So the other day I was handing out food to the homeless people with my children and some friends in the streets. I fed like 20 homeless people, and man, you're being so passionate about crypto. I'm telling you, you guys are victims of the system. They've been broken down. So, excuse my rant for a second, but your question was what? What was it?
How can I spend Bitcoin? Like, how can I buy stuff with it?
Yeah, so again, with this card I have, this Ship Visa card, you pick it up for $10. If you're in Canada, there's things like Zappo or there's BitPay. There's these different merchant services out there that'll allow you to spend Bitcoin, whatever's open and available in your country. So there's also paid debit cards out there that you can just go ahead and pop money on, just like the prepaids that people do at gas stations. Probably get them at gas stations in countries and stuff. I mean, I've been to 4 countries in the past 40 days, traveling on Bitcoin, and you still need some fiat money out there, but the world's evolving very quickly. So once you have, to get more Bitcoin, you hook your Bitcoin wallet up to your bank, and you can buy Bitcoin just like that. So, but there is about a 2-day process hooking up your Bitcoin wallet to your bank to link those up, just like a PayPal account would be, those microtransactions there. Okay,
awesome. That's awesome. I really appreciate your knowledge, and you've been in the cryptocurrency a long time, and whenever I have questions, and I've had questions about Bitcoin, I always went to Ryan because he's way ahead of the game with all this stuff. So,
I'm here to help you.
One minute. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it. And I just really wanted people to get a knowledge of Bitcoin, because I know for me, like I was saying before, I didn't know what Bitcoin was. I mean, I had no clue what Bitcoin was, and I'm usually skeptical of stuff. I don't know, it's just in my personality or something. Someone told me about Skype 10 years ago, and I was like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. I couldn't live without Skype now. I've had a Skype phone number that I use when I travel all over the world for 7 years. I've had other phone numbers, cell phones and stuff, but when I moved, those changed. My Skype phone numbers never changed. I'm on Skype all the time, every day. And 10 years ago, I was like, no, I don't need it. That's what happened with Bitcoin for me too. I was skeptical, so I did research, and the more research I did, the more excited I got about it, and the more behind it I am. And so right now, I mean, we're here to launch something called FundMyCause, which only uses Bitcoin. We don't take credit cards. We don't take anything, any other form of payment other than Bitcoin. So that's why I wanted to get a little bit of knowledge about Bitcoin going into this. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to do a little presentation about FundMyCause. Now I wonder if I could do it. Okay, I'm just going to do the whole thing. I'm going to share my, well, what if, now I'm going to share the, well, what if I do this? Okay, no, I'm going to share the whole thing. Okay, here I go. I'm going to share my screen. And this is a FundMyCause overview. We say the more you give, the more you receive. And I'm going to show you that right now with what we've put together. Now, like I said, we're just launching today. Like today, we're launching. We were in a beta stage for a week. We spent a few weeks just putting things together. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so there's still some things that we still need to add and stuff, but we've gotten most of it together. We're going to hear from Jim after this, and you're going to see some of the things we've been working on in the last month or so. So let's start with, like, what is FundMyCause? FundMyCause is where Bitcoin meets crowdfunding. What's crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is a very broad term for raising funds, receiving funds from a crowd of people who believe in you and your cause. Whether your cause is to help orphanages, feed the hungry, or support a local women's shelter, it has to start with you. Many people focus on other people's needs before their own needs are met. FundMyCause has put together a platform where people can get their own needs met first in order to help others. FundMyCause will help you with unexpected medical bills, credit card debt, mortgage payments, and more. Once your finances are in order, you'll have the time and financial freedom to help others in your community, your country, and other countries as well. So what's Bitcoin? We just went into it a little bit. I'm going to go into it a little more. Bitcoin is a digital currency which, unlike paper currency like US dollars and Canadian dollars, is made from a string of alphanumeric characters, just numbers and letters. It's a whole string of numbers and letters. If you're wondering if Bitcoin will go mainstream, the real question is when, as some of the top Fortune 500 companies are already accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, like Home Depot, Expedia, Microsoft, Virgin Mobile, Subway, and there's a whole bunch more, like Cheap Air. I could go on and on. So now I'm going to go through FundMyCause and how this works, what we put together. Like I said, it's Bitcoin meeting crowdfunding. So you start off as a contributor, and how you do that is you donate 0.05 Bitcoin to someone's cause. What I should have got into, I'm going to touch on this before I go any further. I really should have touched on what's a Bitcoin worth. Like, I just realized there's people watching this presentation that may have never heard of Bitcoin before in their lives. And what's a Bitcoin worth? Well, one Bitcoin today is worth about $730. So if you think about that, US dollars, I'm talking about US dollars, because all money is usually compared to the US dollar. So if I compare like the Canadian dollar to the US dollar, our money here in Canada is worth about 0.7, like 70% of a US dollar. One Bitcoin is worth 732 US dollars, just one Bitcoin, right? So 0.05 of a Bitcoin right now is around 35 bucks US. Everything's going to be in US when I'm talking about. So to be a contributor, you just have to donate about $35, 0.05 Bitcoin to somebody's cause. And once you do that, you're able to receive 2 donations of 0.05 Bitcoin to your cause for a total of 0.1 Bitcoins a month. That's every month to your cause, the cause of your choice, which in most cases, like we just went through, is going to be ourselves, because you need to help yourself before you can help others. So it's about getting out of debt, right? Getting that credit card debt paid off, getting the car and the mortgage and stuff paid off, so that you have the finances to help others. And when you get the finances to help others, you'll also get the time to be able to do volunteer work or whatever it is you want to do. So 0.1 Bitcoins is around $70. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is upgrade to the helper stage. All you have to do is donate another 0.05 Bitcoin to somebody else's cause, and now you're able to receive 4 more donations of 0.05 Bitcoin per month for a total of 0.2 Bitcoins, right? But that's 6 donations you're receiving. Just by making a donation to 2 different people, you're able to receive 6 donations to your cause of 0.05 each for a total of 0.3 Bitcoins per month. And now what you want to do is upgrade to the next stage, which is the supporter stage. Just by donating 0.1 Bitcoin, which is about $70, to somebody else's cause, now you're able to receive another 8 donations of 0.1 Bitcoin. That's like 8 more donations of $70 each to your cause. And now you're receiving a total of 1.1 Bitcoins per month to your cause. Now it's time to upgrade to a fundraiser. Just by donating 0.2 Bitcoins to another person's cause, now you're able to receive 16 additional donations of 0.2 Bitcoin each. That's an extra 3.2 Bitcoins to your cause for a total of 4.3 Bitcoins per month. 4.3 Bitcoins is about, well, we said 730, 1460, 28, about $3,000 a month towards your cause just by being a fundraiser. And now you're going to want to upgrade to a humanitarian. Just by donating half a Bitcoin to someone else's cause, you'll be able to receive 32 donations of half a Bitcoin for a total of 16 Bitcoins. Now this is getting serious now. That's a total of 20 Bitcoins, 20.3 Bitcoins per month to the cause of your choice. Now we're looking at like 20, that's about 14, in between 14 and 15,000 US dollars per month to the cause of your choice. And now you can upgrade to a philanthropist. Just by donating one of those 20 Bitcoins to someone else's cause, you'll be able to receive 64 donations of 1 Bitcoin for a total of 64 Bitcoins a month. This works out to 84.3 Bitcoins. Now you're donating to 6 different people. When you add it up, it works out to 1.9 Bitcoins a month. You're donating to 6 people's different causes, and you're receiving 84.3 Bitcoins per month. So if you subtract the 1.9, there's 82.4 Bitcoins going towards your cause every month. That works out to somewhere around, today anyway, with what Bitcoin's worth today, somewhere around 60,000 US dollars a month. So that's what's going towards your cause. And you can have multiple causes, right? So let's get into some key points. There's no waiting to get the funds for your cause, as all payments go directly to your Bitcoin wallet. And because we're using Bitcoin, there are minimal processing fees. There's no chargebacks to worry about, no fraud, etc., which means more money to your cause. Unlike similar organizations, FundMyCause has no admin fees or commissions, which means you receive 100% of the funds to your cause. Now, once you reach the stage of philanthropist, like we just saw, you're able to receive up to 84.3 Bitcoins per month towards your cause. FundMyCause, join today. The more you give, the more you receive. So that's the presentation in a nutshell. Like I said, we've been working on a few different things Okay, I just got to make sure I hit the right button. Okay, there we go. Once I thought I hit stop sharing, and I hit stop broadcast, and that ended the whole broadcast. I did that once, but I learned from my mistakes. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing here. We took a couple concepts that are fairly new, like crowdfunding is becoming really popular, just like social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship is where people earn money, entrepreneurs earn money by doing something humanitarian, like Tom's Shoes, for instance. Tom's Shoes went viral. It's huge. It went crazy. You can look at, I think it's toms.com. And what happens is when you buy a pair of shoes, they give a pair of shoes away to someone that doesn't have shoes. That's social entrepreneurship, and it's becoming huge. They're teaching that in Harvard and Yale and different universities now. So I see the world going into a different place. This crowdfunding is a way to make a difference on this earth, right? And combine that with Bitcoin, and we don't have to worry about all the fraud and credit cards. I'm an entrepreneur, so I've had to deal with credit cards for a long time, and the issue with credit cards is with the credit card fraud, chargebacks and processing fees are huge, and as a merchant, I don't know if you know this, but all business owners, a lot of them have 5 to 10% of their funds on hold for 6 months because in case of chargebacks. And who do you think pays for all that? The end consumer ends up paying for all that. Well, with Bitcoin, there's none of that. The processing fees are like cents instead of dollars. There's no credit card fraud. There's no chargebacks, any of that. So what do you think is going to happen? That's going to bring prices down because we're not going to have to pay for that as end consumers. And what it does in this case is more money is going to go to your cause. If we were taking credit cards, then you wouldn't be getting 100% of the money for your cause anymore. You'd be losing probably at least 20% of it. That's what a difference Bitcoin makes. And with that said, we've been putting a lot of tools together to be able to get the word out about FundMyCause. And while we were putting the tools together, we just started using some of the tools, but before that, just by word of mouth, like I said, we have over 1,300 members already that are on board. So this is going really viral, and we're just launching today. So with that, I'm going to introduce Jim Watts. He's from Belgium, but right now he's in the UK. He's a leader out of Belgium, and he's going to go through a system. It's totally free. We're not charging you for anything. Not only are there no admin fees, we're not charging any admin fees. We want as much money to go to your cause as possible. So this system we put together is totally 100% free. We're going to let Jim share his screen now, and he's going to show you how this system works. And this is one of the things that you're going to get just by joining FundMyCause. You're going to get access to this system. As long as Jim's still there, are you still with us, Jim?
Yes, can you hear us? Yeah, I'm still there. All right.
I'm going to mute myself now, and I'm going to let you share your screen and show us this system called gettingbtc.com.
All right. I'm just trying to find the button. It's not working. No, it's not right. Okay, am I sharing?
I think it's getting there.
Yes. Okay, it's good. Right, okay, hello everybody. This is the first Hangout I've ever done, so you'll have to bear with us. I'm a little bit nervous. I've sort of thrown this all together. The last few days have been a little bit hectic, so I had to run over to England. One of the things, I've just been listening to Daniel and Ryan, and just 3 weeks ago, Bitcoin was pretty foreign to me, and last Friday I ordered a pizza with Bitcoin and got it delivered to my door. So it definitely works. It's not funny money; it's real stuff. So it's something I'll be looking hard at, very, very, very hard. One of the programs Daniel's put together in FundMyCause, you have a promotional tool here and a video tutorial, which is quite good. You're still busy with it. We can see once you join FundMyCause, if you go to that tab, you can see lots of videos explaining how to do, like add funds to your wallet, fund your blockchain, upgrade your accounts. There's a lot of information, even in the back office. But one of the biggest problems I see on internet marketing and promotional is people don't know how to promote things properly. So what he's done is he's put this together, and you can get one of these free, absolutely free programs for a funnel, sales funnel, shall we say. If you go over to the Facebook group, FundMyCause, I don't know where it goes, in the pinned post, if you just click that link, gettingbtc.com, you'll bring you over to this page here, and you'll have your own version, your own copy. I'll show you how to get that in a minute. But you can absolutely hand this over to somebody who doesn't know anything about Bitcoin whatsoever. They can watch an introduction video. You can see the promotional amounts of Bitcoin and the values at the time of promotion. And there's literally a full information system. So any question anybody could possibly have about Bitcoins, about the program, there's links again to the Facebook group. It's basically an encyclopedia for everything you'll need. There's videos, information, like I said, and you can even get your own copy for you to promote and give this to people. And when they sign up to FundMyCause via your funnel, it'll be accredited to your system. And if you give it a look over, I'm not going to go through every single thing because there's so much information. I think I'll be talking you all to sleep. But like I say, you can get your own copy if you just pop your referral link in here, your own referral link in FundMyCause, click update, and then bang, you'll have a promotional link like this, and you just give that out to people who you want to inform about this opportunity, and you have all the information for them to study. And it's absolutely brilliant system, absolutely brilliant. If I don't know, am I still sharing? I'll just pass it over.
I think so. Yeah. So, okay, am I on when I'm talking? I might have messed it up. Okay, there. I have to click the thing. So anyway, that's awesome. That's called gettingbtc.com. And what it does is, as Jim just showed you, when you take your FundMyCause link and put it in there, then you just share the system. And what that system does is it gives people an education on Bitcoin, because most people aren't familiar with Bitcoin. So there's a small place where you get an education on Bitcoin, what it is, why Bitcoin. It shows you how to set up your wallets. We even show what Bitcoin's worth there. We have a video on FundMyCause. We show how FundMyCause works, so people are going to learn how that works. And then we even walk them through the whole process of setting up their Bitcoin wallet, funding their Bitcoin wallet, everything, all the way to upgrading and making your first donation in FundMyCause. Everything is in that system, because when we were first starting out, we were doing this manually. The most I spent with someone on the phone, taking them through the process, was 1 hour and 18 minutes. I know it exactly because it was on my Skype. It keeps track of the time. And I mean, I don't mind doing that, but you can only help so many people if it's 1 hour and 18 minutes. And that's not normal. I mean, that person didn't know how to copy and paste. I mean, I had to teach him how to copy and paste. We went through a lot of stuff. So he learned a lot more than is just there. But on average, it would take you still about 30 30 to 40 minutes to walk someone through that process. So having that system frees up your time so that you can work on other things, and the system's working for you. It's fantastic, and that's free to use. And we're going to keep putting together tools. So, I mean, we're not looking for people just for people that have really good skills, because skills can be learned. What we're really looking for what we're looking for is people with good hearts, and that's what we seem to be attracting. We're attracting people with really big hearts, and that's what it's all about. And we just teach people, like what you'll hear me say a lot, what we can't do alone, we can do together. And that's really what this is all about. It's about a bunch of people coming together with the same cause. Well, we all have different causes, but the same purpose, right? And it's a way for us to help others. And like I said before, you need to help yourself before you're able to help others. You know, the more skills that you learn, the more that you're able to offer other people. Well, that's the same with everything else, right? It's hard to love somebody else if you don't even love yourself. So sometimes we have to do some work on ourselves and learn how to love ourselves so that we can love other people. It's the same with helping other people. Like, it's the exact same way.
Daniel, I really want to reiterate that also. I think when people really understand that, it's in our hearts, how can we propel Bitcoin out to the masses? And this just works in a great way right now. There's so many ways to get Bitcoin out there, but you're uniting with friends right now and with a common mission out there. I mean, it really, to me, this is just like legacy. It's a time to just be that warrior out there, back in the civil, back in the day and stuff like that. We're doing this online, and this is a mass bigger war that's going to be able to help so many people. So it's just awesome to have this as a system to do that.
Awesome. We've been on here about 40 minutes, and we're going to do these. This is the first, like the official launch of FundMyCause on this Hangout, and we're going to be here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. This is going to be recorded for people that some people are sleeping because this is totally global. That's one of the things I love too about Bitcoin. It makes it totally global. Like there's countries that normally I wouldn't normally deal with, like Nigeria. I have nothing against people in Nigeria at all, but there's a lot of credit card fraud, and a lot of credit card companies won't deal with that country. You know what? With Bitcoin, you can deal with anyone, anywhere in the world, in Nigeria, in India, in Asia, in North America, South America. It doesn't matter where people are in the world. With Bitcoin, we can help anybody. So, I mean, this is just two amazing things. You got a currency that's available all over the world, and crowdfunding, like everybody has causes, everybody has needs all over the world. So connecting these two is amazing, and I'm really excited about it. So with that, I'm going to end the call, and get back. If you're on here, just get back to the person that shared FundMyCause with you, and go through the system, and go donate to someone, go help somebody, and we'll be able to just, if we can just make just a small difference in this world, it's just worth it, right? So with that, we'll see you back here next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Same place, same time. And remember, what we can't do alone, we can do together.